From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
This is Wayne Goldsboro Television, and good morning. It is Monday. It's the 21st of the month of October. Oh boy, we're in the final few days of the last third of the month. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. October is flying by.
It is just really flying by. Here we are in the fall, and the fall is just, the leaves are changing. It's just gorgeous weather we're having, and the leaves are changing. A lot of people gone to the mountains, so if you're in the mountains, hi. They can't see us. What am I doing? Anyway, it's my name is Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Monday morning. Glad to have you with us.
And just in case it's not morning, this quick reminder, the show repeats at noon, then again at 5:30 in the afternoon, then again some other time. And it may be a weekend, so happy day.
That's exactly right.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm
Fantastic.
doing great. I am looking forward to the big chili challenge this weekend.
You know, we've got so many things going on this time of year especially.
The whole month of October has been event fest. New word, just made that one up.
I like that. Let me write that one down.
Event fest.
Event fest.
There you go.
That's a good one.
But, you know, for those, once again, and I say this all the time, those who say there's nothing to do in Goldsboro, well, you're not looking. Because there is tons to do. And you know, the good thing is you can pick and choose because there's many different types of events, most of them very family friendly.
That's true. That's very true.
So speaking of, since I mentioned Chili Fest, let me give them a little bit of background information, if you don't mind, before we start the birthdays.
Sure.
So this Saturday, put it on your calendar right now. You don't want to miss this. It's a big chili cook-off. This is a fundraiser by the Community Soup Kitchen of Goldsboro. It'll be from 11 to 2 in the Center Street Jam parking lot. That's where it'll be taking place, which is 132 South Center Street.
Okay.
It's still, you have a minute or two left, I do believe, to call. And if you want to have a team at the chili cook-off, if you think you have the best chili recipe and you're the best chili cook, give them a call. You can give them a call at 731-3939. And that is at the Soup Kitchen. Get your team together, decorate your booth, be prepared to give samples out to the judges and various people as they come this weekend, because I want to be one of those people that sample all the different chili.
Oh, yeah.
And vote for my People's Choice, who I think has the very best.
That's exactly right.
That's right. The tickets are $5. That's all. $5.
Really?
And children under 5 are free. Yeah.
Really?
You get to sample everybody's chili, everybody that has a team.
Yeah.
Vote for who you think has the best chili.
Oh, boy.
And it's just a fun, nice event, and all the proceeds go back to the Community Soup Kitchen. So a great, very, very good organization.
$5.
That's right.
And that is a deal.
That's right. So this Saturday, put it on your calendar.
Well, let's take a look now. Who's having a birthday today?
Who is having a birthday?
Very famous name, a person who has done absolutely nothing that
Oh.
I know of.
Who is that?
But this person's very famous. Her name is Kim
Kardashian.
Yes, she.
I had a
is
sneaky
having-
feeling
yeah,
that's who
she's
you were going to say.
32 years today. She's 32 years today. Now, her father, to me, is more famous than she. But still, of course, he passed away some years ago.
Right.
She is 32 years, Kim Kardashian is. Amber Rose, model, actor, socialite. She also has done nothing at all. Recording artist, socialite, known for her famous relationships. She's 29 years, but who cares? Birthday today for actress Carrie Fisher.
Yes.
Who is
very good actress.
Yes, she is. She's talented. I believe she's Debbie Reynolds' daughter.
That's exactly right.
Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher. She is 56 years today. Can you believe that? Judge Judy having a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Judge
Judy. Way to go, Judge. Guilty. She's guilty of being 70 today. Birthday today for Benjamin Netanyahu. The Prime Minister of Israel is 63 today. Whitey Ford is still with us. Can you believe this? The pitcher of the Yankees.
How old is he?
He is 84 today. Six-time World Series champion, Hall of Famer Whitey Ford is 84 years today. Spent his entire 16-year career with the Yankees. Way to go.
That's almost unheard of, isn't it?
It really is. It is nowadays. Joyce Randolph, if that name doesn't ring a bell to you, think of Trixie Norton.
Give us some more hints.
Jackie Gleason show.
Oh, okay.
Some years ago, The Honeymooners.
Yes.
She was Ed Norton's wife. Trixie. She is 88 years today. She's the only one living of the four that starred on that show. Will Estes is 34. He had a prominent role in NBC series American Dreams and a role on CBS's Blue Bloods. He is 34, Will Estes. Elvin Bishop. To me, he was a one-hit wonder.
What was his hit?
Fooled Around and Fell in Love. I Fooled Around and Fell in Love was his big hit, but he has actually recorded 15 albums.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and who bought them? Have no idea. He just recorded them. 1969 is when he started doing that sort of thing. He's 70 years today. Can you believe that?
Well, guess who else has a birthday today?
Let's see. Today, October 21st. Let's see. Elvis has passed away.
Yeah.
Who?
My mom.
Really?
Yes, happy birthday, Sandra.
Way to go, Sandra.
That's right.
Way to go, Mom. Having a birthday today. Well.
That's right.
Well, so she's 40.
39, always.
39.
Always.
Always. All right.
Let's see, I believe it's time to go to our interviews. We've got a couple lined up, and today you're going to see the Chamber of Commerce, what's happening there, along with Red Cross, so don't miss it. There are many things happening at Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. With me today is President Kate Daniels, here to give us a detailed rundown of all the activities in our community. Hi, Kate. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me again.
So you all have a very busy October, November.
We do. We have a very busy year.
Yes, you do.
I'll tell you, I sat down recently to see, not talking about committee meetings, but how many programs and events the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce puts on in a year, and we put on right at 100 events.
Oh my
These
goodness.
are programs and events, and again, it's not counting all the committee meetings we do and other things. So when people say, and this is what I've gotten a lot in the last 4 months since I've started at the chamber is, are y'all busy? And
when are we not?
It's always busy, but it is so great. And you know, October and November leading into a new year is nothing short of we're busy, and it's great quality programs that we're very excited about. And one of the most recent ones coming up is on October 23rd. It is the State of the Military program. Now this event on October 23rd will have Colonel Levitt, we will have Colonel Gilmore, we will have Scott Stevens with the City of Goldsboro, and Steve Keene representing the County of Wayne. Now these four individuals will talk about the current state of Seymour Johnson Air Force Base with the county and the city, and really a 360 view of the state of the military.
Of where we are and where we're headed.
That's right, that's right. Last year's event, gosh, these have been great community events where you're able to get these leaders in a room talking about the state of our military and the future of it.
Right.
Last year, as you recall, because I know that you were there was a lot of emphasis. Jimmy Edmondson was there talking about the windmill farm issue.
Yes, absolutely.
And we now all know we're still celebrating that success from House Bill 484, but there's still, you know, there's always going to be issues that we've got to be ahead of.
Right.
And I'm very proud of the work that the community has done with community leaders and the Military Affairs Committee. It's just, frankly, it's just that important.
It really is. And you know, that Military Affairs Committee is such a hands-on in advocating and working hand in hand with our military base and making sure they are stable, there's no issues.
That's right.
With the community and the military base. And
That's
that's
right.
fantastic. They're always advocating.
That's right. Ben Seegers is the current chairman. And I mean, you want to talk about living and breathing it?
That's
so
his world, isn't
it is.
That's what it takes.
And it is. And you know, there's the Military Affairs Committee, which has about 115 members, active members. And then from that, there's also a steering and an executive committee. And there's always great work that's being done, and it's important work. You know, the basis of military affairs is the civilian and military, you know, strengthen that relationship and all those wonderful things. But there's so many other pieces to it, and so we're very fortunate for that. But that is Wednesday, October 23rd at Goldsboro Country Club. It's just from 11 to 12. It is that 1 hour time period. And anybody can call the chamber for more information or look on our website.
So you don't have to be a member to attend this.
That's right.
So
That's
anybody
right.
can go.
That's right.
So do you know how much the tickets are?
There's not a charge for
So
this.
it's free of charge. You can go to the Chamber
Go
of
to the
Commerce.
chamber website.
Perfect.
And again, it's October 23rd from 11 to 12.
Goldsboro Country Club.
Goldsboro Country Club. And then on the heels of that, on October 31st, is a Leadership Wayne Conference. It's called Leading Wayne. And last year's event, it was a tremendous success. We had Colonel Levitt, we had Dr. Albertson from the college, we had Bill Bryan from Mount Olive Pickle Company, and Bill Paul, from Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Right.
And Leading Wayne is about, what are the lessons you've learned in leadership?
And there are 4 great leaders to be giving information.
Phenomenal leaders. It was such an insightful luncheon last year because you have got 4 leaders in our community that are sharing. Here's some great decisions that I've made as a leader. Here's some things where lessons learned.
Right.
But it was so incredibly insightful, and it was pretty amazing too. You know these individuals in our community, and they have so much respect because of the work that they do, and
Right.
they've done and continue to do. But it almost gives a human element
Right,
to
yes.
some of these individuals
Where they're more
you
approachable.
Yes, and and you get to know them better. And I mean, we laughed last year. You
laughed
saw
and you
people taking notes, and and it's very gracious of these individuals to give their time. And this year we have another great lineup. We've got Representative John Bell, who will be there, Mr. Tom Buffkin from Franklin
Yes,
Baking Company, Dr. Sandra McCullen from the Wayne County Public Schools, and Mr. Gray Morgan from Southern Bank and Trust Company.
Oh, that's a great lineup.
So we've got another great lineup, and that is going to be on October 31st, which is Halloween, so
Yes,
you can
it
remember
is.
that. This is the 4th year we've done this, and it's going to be a great event at
Where will that be held?
Goldsboro Country Club, and it will be
Okay.
from 12 o'clock to 1:30. It is a full seated lunch with a
Open
great
again
meal.
to the public?
And so we
Wonderful.
encourage people to reach out to the chamber and get tickets. And again, it's going to be a great event.
You all continually provide leadership direction.
Right.
So if you out there are interested whatsoever in learning more about leadership skills, this is the place to go. And these are 2 great events back to back, October 23rd and October 31st.
That's right.
Wonderful.
And then rolling into November, I'll just briefly, put a little sideline note in there. We'll have an education forum on November 7th. Now, I'll tell you, this is going to be, we need to have our own 10-minute conversation on this. This is going to be this is our 4th quarter hot topic.
Oh,
We
yes.
do them quarterly, and we touch healthcare and transportation and economic outlook. And the education forum is going to have Dr. June Atkinson with the State Superintendent for Public Schools. Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Scott Rawls, President of the North Carolina College System. Almost didn't get that out. Dr. Steve Ballard, who's the Chancellor at East Carolina University.
Wow.
And he's actually speaking on behalf of Tom Ross, who is President of the University of North Carolina School System. And Dr. Hope Williams, President of North Carolina Independent Colleges and Universities.
Wow. What a lineup.
I tell you, and I have to look at a cheat sheet for that, we are very fortunate
Yes, you
to
are.
get these 4 individuals in a room in front of our community. So we will certainly be sharing more information, but that's coming up on
That's
November 7th.
4th quarter hot topics.
4th quarter hot
November
topics.
7th.
And Wayne Community College and Mount Olive College have done a phenomenal job orchestrating this. So we're very excited. So more information to come on that.
Yeah, so that is a lot of details
That's
that will be
right.
learned that day about education in our state.
That's right.
Wow.
Big impacts for our communities.
Well, you all, as always, are continuing to provide more and more for us to learn and grow as individuals in Wayne County and Goldsboro. Thank you so much, Kate, for being here and continually giving us details of what's happening and encouraging the public
Right, absolutely.
to participate and become a member of the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
And that's what's happening in your town.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
And we are always happy to welcome to the studio Tammy Forrester, who is Director and chief cook, bottle washer, floor mopper at our local Red Cross chapter. Not only our local chapter, but also Lenoir County and Greene County, or Pitt County, right?
Greene County. You
Greene
had it
County.
right to start
Okay,
with.
I was right to start with. All right. So Greene County, Lenoir County, and Wayne County. You must have a tremendous staff over there at the office.
I do, as well as my volunteer base.
Okay, let's talk about your volunteer base here just a second now. Some people have the misconception that if you volunteer for the Red Cross, that means you have to go draw blood from somebody. Is that right?
Wrong.
Wrong.
No, they don't have to draw blood, but they do become greeters or canteen workers for the blood part.
Okay.
So that means that they're the person that greets the blood donor when they come in,
Yeah.
and they welcome them to the drive. If you'll sign up right here and if you'll read that book, and they give them a sticker, and then they tell them when they're through reading the book they can go back. After the blood donor has donated blood, they come to the canteen.
Okay.
That's where the canteen volunteer will give them a drink and donuts and cookies and coupons and giveaways that we normally have for the
Right.
blood drives. And they'll watch the donor to make sure that their donation experience is completed okay. In other words, some people might get a little woozy or get a little faint. A lot of people don't, but some people do.
Some people do it because everybody's different, and
it's just a safety precaution.
It's a safety precaution. That's right. Make sure everybody's going to be okay.
That's right. And we have volunteers that work in our front office. We have student volunteers that work in our front office. We have disaster assessment team volunteers.
I'm a disaster.
Yeah. You're a good disaster, though.
Oh, okay.
So they go out to our single-family fires.
Yeah.
We also have disaster volunteers that work the disasters that Mother Nature creates, as well as gas leaks like we had this week in Greene County. We have SAF, Service to the Armed Forces.
Right.
Volunteers. We now have an office on base, a Red Cross office on
Do
base.
you?
Yes, we do.
Wonderful. Who's in charge of that?
Margaret Tafflinger
All
and Norman
right.
Tafflinger.
There you
Yes.
go.
They are our liaison, and they are wonderful.
Oh, that's fantastic.
They do a great job for us. And that
Wonderful.
office is an extension of our George Street office. And we also have health and safety volunteers that are volunteer instructors that teach the life-saving skills of CPR.
So they're not drawing blood, but they're doing everything else.
They do
Answering
everything
phones,
else, yes.
filing.
They file, they make copies, they help us get mails out, they do events. When you see us out at the mall or out at different health fairs in the community, we have volunteers there. They drive the IRV. I mean,
Yeah.
volunteers do 97% of Red Cross's work. They are the most important part of the Red Cross.
Yeah.
They are far more important than I am. I could not do what I do without them.
So what does it take to become a volunteer?
All you have to do is go to Volunteer Connection, and you can sign up, do your application and your background check online, and then if you have any questions, you can call Shannon at the office, and that number is 919-735-7201.
That's right.
And she'll help you with any questions that you have.
Okay. So as a volunteer, you have to, well, you mentioned young people as volunteers.
Yes.
How young can they
Well,
be?
they can be, I've had volunteers from Girl Scout troops come in, 9, 10, and 11, and they'll pack our comfort kits that we give out to disaster victims that have the shampoo, the toothpaste, the hair, all that stuff, the things that give you the ability to clean up that you have lost because of the disaster. You know, so we've got them, and they come supervised. I can't have a youth unsupervised, but I can have them as young as they can come if they have parental supervision or group supervision. But you can be as young as 16 and come work a blood drive and go through the process of becoming a Red Cross volunteer. I have youth volunteers that help me all the time.
Wow, that is wonderful. So there you go. Church groups,
Yes.
scout troops, neighborhood groups, families, whole
Yes.
families could go. How about a whole
A
family
whole
coming
family, we would love a whole
in?
family.
A whole family. The Smith family volunteers
Yes.
at the Red Cross once a week.
Yes, we'd even do an article on them.
All right.
It would be great. Yes, it doesn't matter who you are, what your niche is in life, we have a spot for you at the Red Cross.
There you go. So, help out with the Red Cross volunteers is what makes the Red Cross work.
That's exactly right, yes.
All right, now, here recently, now the government here over the last long time has had difficulties with money, as we all have, of course.
Yes.
But there have been issues arise that have affected government and, of course, in turn affects the entire country. How much money does our local Red Cross chapter get from our from our federal government? I know it's got to be millions and millions of dollars pouring in from the government.
Zero.
Zero what?
Zero.
None?
We are not funded by the government.
Really?
No.
Oh my goodness.
We are
What a surprise.
nonprofit and we are not funded by the government, but we are commissioned to alleviate human suffering whenever possible. And we are commissioned to work with the military. So we're commissioned by our government to do things, but we are not funded at all. We do get support here, a great amount of support from our local United Way, who are great to us.
Aren't they wonderful?
They are.
Yeah.
They do a great job, and we couldn't deliver a lot of the services that we deliver without them. And then the rest of it, we have to raise.
Wow.
And it's about $369,000 that I'm expected to raise in my 3 counties. Total.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Almost $400,000 a year
Yes.
to operate the
Yes.
Red Cross here locally, and with all the great work. I'll tell you what, you
Yeah.
drive around the city and the county of Goldsboro or in any of the 3 counties
Yeah.
at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll bet you within a short amount of time, one night,
Yeah.
at 1, 2, or 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll see Red Cross volunteers out at
Oh,
disasters,
yes.
house fires, car accidents, somebody getting hurt for whatever reason, and they're out there helping people, and they're saving lives. So let's do the right thing. Let's support our local Red Cross. Become a volunteer, make a contribution, donate money, do what you can to help our
Right.
folks here with the Red Cross, because as you mentioned, you're commissioned to do this.
That's right. And 93 cents of every dollar that somebody gives to us goes back out into the field in our mission, in what we do.
You know, that's so important.
93 cents of every dollar.
Because there's a lot of fundraising organizations out there, and a lot of these fundraising organizations keep a lot of that money.
Yes.
A lot of them do. The Red Cross, you return 93 cents on every dollar,
On every
to
dollar
the community.
to our community,
That's
to our
wonderful.
mission.
All right. So you need money and you need volunteers. I'll beg for money for you.
Thank
I know
you,
won't.
Wayne.
We need money here. Hello.
Yes.
Let's do your part. All right.
And our county's good. They do support.
know.
We're out, and they are very, very generous. But there's always room for more.
Oh, sure. But
And a
you
lot of
know,
people don't realize it when there's not a disaster out there. They don't realize that we still need that
still need-
support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still need that support, and I know that, and you're right. Wayne County is a wonderful place for volunteerism and for contributions.
Oh, yes.
Because every time there is a major disaster somewhere, regardless of where it is, whether it's here or whether it's in California or Texas,
That's right.
people in Wayne County jump to the
Oh,
Red
yes.
Cross
Oh, yes.
to help. Yeah.
Very much so. I get checks in, just got one in yesterday to the Oklahoma victims
Yeah.
from this area, from a local church in this area. Yes, so they're very supportive, yes, very
So,
much.
Proud of Wayne County and supporting the Red Cross
Yes.
efforts here. So don't stop. Keep
That's
going,
right.
and the more you give, the better.
That's right. And thank you for the giving.
That's
Thank you
right.
very much.
That's right. Now, I want to give blood. How do I find out where the next Red Cross blood drive is?
RedCrossBlood.org.
RedCrossBlood.org.
Yes.
That's too easy.
That's too easy.
Too
You can
easy.
find out where all the drives are,
Yeah.
when they are,
Yeah.
where they are. You can even sign up and make an appointment
Online.
online.
RedCrossBlood.org. RedCrossBlood.org.
.org.
You put in your zip code, I believe.
You do.
and
That's
you-
exactly
and-
what you
see,
do.
I've been there. And you immediately get a response about a blood drive at a local church, at a local
Yes.
store, at a local high school, or at the Red Cross office.
That's exactly right.
And it's immediate, and you can make an appointment right there.
Right there.
And if you don't know how to get there, if you're new to the area and you don't know the area, you can get directions right there.
Yes, you can. You certainly can.
You
See,
sure take it easy.
one-stop shop.
I love it.
And then you can roll up your sleeve and give the gift that you don't have to wrap.
And let's see now. Well, you can put a bow on. In fact, sometimes I've seen, the thing that they
The
put on your...
butterfly. Oh, the wrap after.
The wrap after they give
Yeah.
blood. They use orange or
Can
yellow.
be quite
or green.
colorful.
It can be colorful, and it's fun. But it is.
That's right.
It is. Everybody should be giving blood if you're capable of giving
That's
blood.
right. If you're able, if your
you're-
travels don't prevent you, or your medications don't prevent you, or your health don't prevent you.
Yeah, some people are on medication who cannot give blood.
That's right.
Some people's health is not conducive to giving blood. But
That's
you
right.
You mentioned your travels. Now, what does that
Yes.
have to do with anything?
Well, a lot of areas are considered malaria areas. Some areas are considered for mad cow disease. Yes. Moo. I have people that moo at me.
I do.
And but I can't give blood. Moo. It's not their fault. And let me explain that, because that's the biggest question I get. I have people very frustrated, the very people that go overseas and defend my freedom and my family's freedom,
Right.
that have never even seen me, are not able to give blood. Thank you for that, for defending me, but protecting me. But because they were in an area that has possibly mad cow, that the mad cow outbreak was in, that is a disease that comes in through your genes. There's no way for us to test for it.
Right.
So because we can't test for it, you could have the gene, it could lay dormant in your body all of your life. You donate blood and everything's fine. You never have mad cow, but then I get in a car accident and I receive your blood, and the active part of the transfusion activates that gene, and I have mad cow.
Well, that's certainly understandable. So anybody who travels in an area, whether it's, and it may be besides military, it could be.
Right, yes. We've had people go on cruises. Two people, this is an example, we had two people go on a cruise. One of them stayed on the boat because he didn't feel well that day. The other one got off and took the extended tour out of town. The man could give blood, his wife couldn't, because she went into an infected malaria area. She didn't have malaria, but she had been in an area that was known for malaria.
Right.
So she couldn't give. So that's why.
You just have to be careful.
Right.
And that's why it's so important to give. When you give blood, you give to the Red Cross.
Yes.
Give to the Red Cross because they go through extensive testing.
Yes.
Extensive testing.
We do. At the end of your blood donation, you'll see them taking vials, completing little vials. All of those vials are tested for hepatitis, STDs, other kinds of diseases that would not allow us to transfer your blood. High iron, there's a name for that, but I can't remember it. It's this long.
They call it high iron.
So we test you. It's like a little mini physical.
Yeah.
And if there is something wrong, or if there's something that we detect that you're unaware of, then we call the blood donor and let them know what we detected.
There you go. Oh, that's great.
In a very confidential manner, we let them know what we detected so that they can see their physician.
Wow. Give to the Red Cross, give blood, give money, give help, volunteer. Thank you, Tammy.
Yes, thank you very much.
735-7201, 919-735-7201 is your local Red Cross chapter, 600 North George Street in Goldsboro. Look for the sign that says Red Cross right there. Right?
That's right.
Right
That's
there.
exactly right.
And there's a big flag out front right over there, okay?
That's right.
All right, thank you, Tammy
Thank
Forrester.
you.
Well, it's still Monday. It's still Monday, all right.
All
right?
day long.
All day long. It's the 21st of October. I enjoyed those interviews. That was good stuff.
I did too, and you know, both the Red Cross and the Chamber of Commerce do fantastic things here in our community. We are very blessed to have such well-organized organizations. Hey, like that.
I do. I do enjoy that. And the dedication that these people put forth.
Oh, goodness, yes.
The Chamber and, of course, Tammy and her staff over at the Red Cross. It's just, it's
And the good thing is you can be a part of either one of those.
yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
always looking for new members and new volunteers.
That's right.
So if you're interested in participating or being a part of the Red Cross or the Chamber of Commerce,
That's right. There you go.
you can contact them both locally.
Contact them. The Red Cross is 919-735-7201, and the Chamber of Commerce is 919-734-2241.
Wow, you did all that from memory.
I just made
Go,
it up. I
Wayne.
don't know. Hey.
No, he didn't. Actually, really, the correct phone numbers. Good job.
Oh,
Kudos
well,
to you.
Actually,
We've only
they're
said
written
them 400
there.
times.
I know. Well, actually, also the Oakland Volunteer Fire Department is having a big old turkey shoot. The entire each weekend, the month of November, excuse me.
Yes.
Not weekends, but okay. Here are the dates: November 1 and 2, November 8 and 9, November 15th and 16th, the 22nd, 23rd, and then the 27th. That is the weekends, except the 27th, I believe, is on Wednesday. But it only costs $3 to shoot. Deer stew is available.
Deer stew?
Deer stew
Wow.
available on the 27th. But now this is at the Oakland Fire Department annual turkey shoot the entire month, each weekend, the entire month of November up to Thanksgiving Day.
Do you know where that's located?
It's at the Oakland Volunteer Fire Department.
That's all. That's our story, and we're sticking with it.
It's in Wayne County.
There you go.
There you go.
Cost is $3 for a shoot. And remember, this is not a real shoot. This
No,
is a
you
pretend
don't shoot
shoot.
real turkeys.
No.
No, but you're shooting. You're shooting. Yeah, you're shooting. You're shooting. Your target. It's target.
That's right.
That's right. But if you win, you get turkey.
That's right.
Oh boy.
And if you want deer stew, if you've never had that, or if you've had it and you love it, November the 27th is the date they will be offering
Deer stew day.
Deer stew day.
Deer stew day.
That's right.
I remember him. He was a Swedish actor, I believe.
Who, deer stew?
Jan van Deer Stew Day.
Good gracious. Moving on. Don't forget, I think Kate Daniels mentioned it earlier when I was talking with her, but this Wednesday is State of the Military through the Chamber of Commerce. The State of the Military is a Military Affairs Committee event where the 4th Fighter Wing, the commander, and the Air Force officials, along with local officials, will brief our community on the state of the base, issues of concern, and their achievements. If you're interested in participating in that this Wednesday, RSVP is required. Call the Chamber of Commerce at...
Chamber of Commerce at 919-734-2241.
There you go. If you want to participate, it will be taking place at Goldsboro Country Club this Wednesday. There you go.
The very first telephone operator
Yes.
in the late 1800s was in, I believe it was Hartford, Connecticut. I know it was Connecticut, but her name was Emma Nutt, N-U-T-T.
And where are we going with that?
You were mentioning phone numbers, and you just thought I'd throw that out.
There you go. Good piece of trivia for the day.
There you
I
go.
thought we had a reason for that one.
No,
We don't,
no,
so that's
it's
okay.
just trivial information there.
We
Anyway.
do like trivial information.
Speaking of trivial information, necessity is not the only mother of invention. Though it was not always easy to get patents or the credit they deserved, women are responsible for many items we use today.
Of course we are. Of course.
Did you know?
Did you think any less?
Well, did you? Well, now wait. Don't put me on the spot here.
Watch
Did
it.
you know? Yes, ma'am. Did you know that America got a brand new paper bag when cotton mill worker Margaret Knight invented a machine to make paper bags flat? Before she did this, paper bags
Were they round?
were like an envelope. You
Okay.
just put stuff in them. All
Okay.
right? And then after that, paper bags, she invented a machine to make them flat. So she is credited with actually inventing the modern day paper bag.
Good for her.
Way to go, Margaret.
Good job, Margaret.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. There we go.
There you go.
Well, I believe that is all for today, Wayne.
Is that it?
That is it.
We
Once
just
again,
got here.
happy birthday to you. It's your special day, Sandra.
Way to go, Sandra.
That's right. And we'll see you tomorrow, so stay with us. This is WGTV.
Until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. And this is what's happening in your community.